Hey guys, excuse the noisy birds, but I just wanted to chat a little bit about something that I once mentioned before on my previous vlog or video blog, and that was to do with having more than one multimeter. Do I still think that's very relevant in today's day and age? Not as much as I used to, purely because I think that they can be a bit of a waste of money, especially when you start collecting them. I mean, I recently had a look at a Fluke 287 digital multimeter that, well, looks good. It's a fantastic meter, etc. But will I actually make use of it? And honestly, does it do anything more than, say, a Fluke 117 would do? I mean, this little Fluke 117 pretty much does everything that 287 does, except for logging and a few extra features. But again, do I need that functionality? Not really. I don't use it very often, and even when I did have the fancy meters, I didn't really make use of that. So basically, what I'm trying to get towards is a lot of blogs advocate purchasing more than one, maybe having two or three or more meters in your electronics home lab. But in so saying, depends if you're actually going to make use of it. Yes, maybe two. One for doing a voltage measurement and one for doing a current measurement simultaneously. But me, who works professionally in IT, I don't use them as often as I used to, but I still like keeping them around because I do a lot of experimentation, a lot of electronics work on my own, rebuilding things, fixing things, my own sort of projects, which keep me going. But again, I got this guy here at a very good price, and quite honestly, volts AC with an analog bar graph, volts DC, millivolts AC DC, frequency, ohms, continuity, diode test, capacitance test. We've got your amps, your milliamps, AC DC, etc. I don't really need much more than that. In fact, the first few functions are pretty much the ones I use the most: the volts AC, volts DC, resistance, continuity, diode, and capacitance. The other stuff from time to time, possibly, but for the most part, that is what I'm using these for. So for me, it's a nice meter. It's nice and compact. It's small. I like these probes because they don't get in the way and they don't easily short out against casings, etc. when you're trying to do a measurement inside an amplifier or something like that. So for me, this will do the job. I probably will try and investigate getting my hands on a Fluke 189 or 187. I like the form factor of it, and that would be my second to this meter. And then I would get rid of the 179 because never been a fan of the 179. The whole design of it, I've just never liked it. It's never been one of my favorites, but in so saying, it's still a fantastic meter. So yeah, just a bit of 10 cents on my thoughts on multimeters, and do I think you need so many? No, maybe get one or maybe two at most, and I think you should be covered for pretty much anything that you want to do with electronics, either be home lab or maybe even for work, for repairing, etc. I know in the commercial industry they issue one per technician and that gets them by. So the story about needing two, three, four multimeters, not really true. Look, there are use cases where it can be, but for the most part, you're not going to need it. Save the money, go on holiday. Much better investment. Cheers for now.